We all have heard the term Garden City, but Singapore takes it to the next level and transforms its title from Garden City to City in a Garden. To make this vision a reality, Singapore has built a massive garden at the heart of the city called the Gardens by the Bay. It spreads over 250 acres and has a lot of attractions including eye-catching super trees, an indoor forest with a waterfall and the largest glasshouse in the world. In this video, we will talk everything you need to know before visiting Gardens by the Bay in Singapore. Hey guys, welcome back to Sakre Cubes and this is Sagar. If you are planning to visit Singapore, then Gardens by the Bay must be on the top of your bucket list. There is so much of information about Gardens by the Bay on the internet, but none of them clearly explains what to expect from each attractions within Gardens by the Bay and whether it is worth visiting them or not. In this video, we will talk in detail about all the attractions within Gardens by the Bay and whether you should visit them or not. Before we dive deep into attractions at Gardens by the Bay, let's look at this map. Gardens by the Bay is not a single garden but a collection of 3 waterfront gardens: Bay South Garden, Bay East Garden and Bay Central Garden. All the tourist attractions are located in the Bay South Garden and the other 2 gardens don't have tourist spots. That's why whenever people mention Gardens by the Bay, they are probably talking about Gardens by the Bay, Bay South Garden. Gardens by the Bay itself is free to explore. You can walk under the Supertree and around the garden without any entry fee. But there are 5 popular paid activities here that you can do. I will explain each one of them, but before that, let's see how to get there. The best way to reach Gardens by the Bay is through MRT, which is nothing but Singapore's metro transportation. You can either get down at Gardens by the Bay station or at Bayfront station. Either way, you need to walk about 5 to 10 minutes or half a kilometer to reach Gardens by the Bay from MRT station. If you want to take taxi, then that is the easiest way to reach Gardens by the Bay. But keep in mind that taxis in general are quite expensive in Singapore. And also, while returning from Gardens by the Bay in the evening, getting a taxi could be a bit of a hassle. Now we know how to reach Gardens by the Bay, let's see the attractions worth visiting here. The Supertrees are a futuristic vertical garden that has been a visual landmark in Singapore for the past 11 years. These Supertrees are not only mesmerizing to watch it in the daytime, but they transform into a stage for a beautiful display of sound and light show during the night. There are a total of 18 Supertrees in the Gardens by the Bay, out of which 3 are in Silver Garden, 3 are in the Golden Garden, and rest 12 are in the central area called the Supertree Grove. These super trees are 25 to 50 meters tall, and just like real trees, they collect the rainwater and harness the solar energy through roof-mounted solar panels. This power is used to light up the trees at night. The garden surrounding the super tree grove is beautiful and you get to see so many varieties of plants and trees. You can click some beautiful photos with the backdrop of super trees. Every evening, there will be sound and light show called the Garden Rhapsody, and it is absolutely free of cost to watch it. The show runs twice a day and lasts about 15 to 20 minutes. The Rhapsody show happens only at the Supertree Grove, which is at the center. People often get confused and visit Silver Garden or Golden Garden for the show. Make sure to visit the Supertree Grove for the light show. Although you can watch the light show from anywhere inside the garden, the best spot is right in front of the biggest super tree that is situated in the center of the park. The majority of the light work happens on this central tree, so make sure to secure a spot right in front of it. The best way to watch the light show is by lying on the floor and facing the sky. A quick tip: carry a small blanket or a towel so you can lie down comfortably without worrying about your clothes getting dirty. While visiting the super tree and watching the light show is free of cost, there are 2 paid activities here that you can try. One of them is the OCBC Skywalk. Here you can walk on a bridge between 2 super trees suspended over 22 meters high in the sky. The views from this spot are totally worth it. And the other paid attraction is the Supertree Observatory Deck. Here you get to visit the top of the biggest super tree. There are both indoor and outdoor viewing decks from where you can catch a bird's eye view of the surrounding gardens and Marina Bay. Both these attractions are good, but visiting only one of them is sufficient. There can be a long queue, especially in the evening, so make sure to visit them in the morning or in the evening around 4 pm. The tickets for both the attractions can be purchased online. Check my blog for the booking links to all the attractions in Singapore or scan this QR code. I have also prepared a detailed guide of entire Singapore trip that includes itinerary, packing list, best places to eat, maps, links, ticket prices, opening hours and insider tips for every attraction. And the best part is it is mobile friendly and you can access it anytime on the go. I will leave a link to that in the description box as well. Cloud Forest is a super cool looking glass house that is not only beautiful but also technologically advanced. It replicates the tropical weather found in the mountain regions between 1000 to 3000 meters above the sea level like Southeast Asia, Central America and South America. The center of attraction is the 45-meter tall artificial mountain called the Cloud Mountain. It is covered by the plants and hosts a waterfall, cloud walk and treetop walk. The plants that blanket the artificial mountain is known as epiphytic plants. If you don't know, epiphytic plants grow harmlessly on other plants and derive their moisture and nutrition from air, so they don't have to water the plants individually. The Cloud Forest has total of 6 levels. The tour starts at the ground level and then you move all the way to the highest level of the mountain, and from there you can explore things one by one until you reach the ground floor again. The Cloud Forest trail is designed in such a way that randomly hopping from one section to another is difficult or sometimes impossible. So make sure to explore each section thoroughly before you proceed to the next. As soon as you enter the Cloud Forest, you will be greeted by the 35-meter tall, world's second highest indoor waterfall. This used to be the tallest waterfall until 2019, but the title was backed by the HSBC Rain Vortex. I have covered the Rain Vortex in my Changi Airport video. If you haven't watched that, then do watch it. I will leave a link to that video in the description box below or in the I button above. Coming back to the topic, since the waterfall is the first attraction you see as soon as you enter the Cloud Forest, it is usually crowded. So wait for some time and you will find a short time gap where you can get a perfect photo or a video like this. After exploring that, you can take a lift to the highest floor called the Lost Word, which has a cluster of carnivorous plants that most of us have read only in the textbooks. This area also gives you a bird's eye view of the entire Cloud Forest. From this level, you can take a walk over the Cloud Walk, which is the tallest suspended bridge in the Cloud Forest. Just like the name suggests, it does feel like walking in the cloud, especially when they start mystifying the place. The mist is started every even hour and runs for about 20 to 30 minutes. Make sure to be inside the Cloud Forest for this magical experience. The exact times are displayed on the screen. The next level is the Crystal Mountain. From this floor, you can take a treetop walk which gives you a good view of the surrounding places. The next section, called the Cloud Forest Theatre, is probably kids' favorite as it has interactive laser lights. You'll take an exit through the secret garden on the ground floor. The Cloud Forest is sheltered and air conditioned, so you can plan to visit it in the afternoon when the sun is hot outside and you can't visit any other place. Just opposite the Cloud Forest is the Flower Dome. It is the largest greenhouse structure in the world, spreading over 3 acres and replicates a cool, dry Mediterranean climate. The Flower Dome houses plants from around the world and is home to over 2000 species of plants, including flowers, trees and shrubs. The Flower Dome is divided into different zones, each with unique climate and plant life. The central area, where the most exotic plants are kept, can vary depending on the season. When we visited, it was orchid exhibition. Compared to Cloud Forest, Flower Dome is bit boring, especially if you're not into flowers. You can skip this place and you won't miss much. Apart from these 3 attractions, there is also Floral Fantasy, which houses some of the exotic flowers, but overall the place is overpriced and small compared to other attractions in Gardens by the Bay. You can skip Floral Fantasy as well. There is also free attractions where you can spend quality time, especially with kids. That was everything you needed to know before visiting Gardens by the Bay. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. If this video was helpful, hit on the like button and subscribe to Sakre Cubes if you haven't already. Download our Singapore complete guide by scanning this QR code or clicking on the first link in the description box below. See you in my next video. Until then, keep traveling.